Hello to everybody, I'm Francesca and I want to show you the only thing I bought in my Italian shopping. Something you would never expect from me. Yes, because these shoes that they stay inside of this very small bag are more maybe for men than for girls, are very sportive. So, what it is, voila, is a flat shoes, it's very technical, it's so light and it takes no space, as you can see. It's a flat shoes. The name is, I want to show you inside. The name is Furoshiki, the wrapping sole. So it's like there is this piece of fabrics, elastic fabrics around the shoes that keep this sole, this rubber sole, next to your feet. You have no idea how many things there are to say about the shoes. The shoes are really amazing. I don't know if I will be able in a few minutes to tell everything about the shoes. The first thing I want to say is that if you are a woman, you use high heels like me. I use a lot of high heels, so sometimes you are exhausted and you need something light to keep inside of your bag. So when you're gonna be totally exhausted with the high heels, you can use these shoes that are the lighter you can buy in the world. So this is the reason why I bought it, of course, but there are so many other interesting things to say. First, the name is a Japanese name. As you can see, the design is pretty Japanese because it's very minimalistic. And Furoshiki, it's a wrapping way the Japanese people has to make like presents, to put like food inside. So it's actually a Japanese name. I think that the most important thing about the shoes to say is that they are actually a revolution. The first kind of the shoes was produced in 2006 and are not these, are the name is Five Fingers, and they have all the 5 fingers separated. They look pretty ugly. They are so much more famous than these. I would never buy the other kind because it was not very good looking, but maybe it's even more comfortable. This one that is called Furoshiki, I think it's more like design, more for girls, more for someone like me. There are several colors. I choose it black, but to be honest, maybe you would enjoy more to see another color. Blue is very nice. There is a white with cool drawings, like a little bit rainbow. Then there is a green, there is a red. There are several colors, but of course black, if I can give you an advice, is the best because it's the easiest for your clothes if you are a woman. And so what I want to say is that these shoes really made a revolution because as you can see, the sole is very, very elastic. I want to show you the difference between this sole and this other sole. They are totally different, you know. And so with these shoes, it's like being without the shoes. It's like when you walk with your feet naked. Okay, so it's really amazing because I read many articles about the shoes. What happened is that your feet are not used to walk without shoes. So it's actually very healthy to walk without shoes, but our years and years of our life that we don't use the shoes, so our feet is very weak. So what happened is that for the first weeks or maybe for the first month, when you will use these shoes, you will have pain at your feet. But actually you need to don't exaggerate of using the shoes because they can really hurt your feet because your feet are becoming weak because society decide that we need to use shoes, but actually it's more natural to walk with naked feet. Okay, so it happened a big thing about these shoes because the factory had actually an issue, a legal issue, because people was complaining that they had a disease that is called edema that I read is like a kind of liquid inside of your bones. They had problems because they used it too much, and after they got hurt at their feet. So, but these shoes, I think that actually, if you ask back the money for the shoes, you will have back the money. But I read this. I don't know if it's true, but I read it in Wikipedia, so I think it's true. But actually, I think it's so wrong because these shoes are actually very good for your health. You just need to use it step by step. But also for children, for old people, it's very good to find their equilibrium for your position of your body, for your feet. It's very incredibly healthy to walk without shoes or with the shoes that are actually like walking without shoes with just a sole, a very anatomic sole. If you think about it, a lot of sport, like for example dancing or climbing or even when you do scuba diving, before going inside of the water, you have this kind of shoes. Actually, I think they look a little bit like the scuba diving shoes, and this is not positive, but these are so much better because they are more like design. But anyway, a lot of sport need this kind of contact with the earth, with the ground, because in this way you will have a stronger connection with your body and with your muscles. So they are actually very, very healthy. I hope I explained myself good. So what happened? I want to say something else. There is also the winter model. Of course, the winter model is super cool. Is almost the same, look more like a boot because it's high, but the sole is the same, and there are hairs inside. It's very cool. I love it. Unfortunately, they didn't sell it where I bought it because I buy only in the shop, not online, because otherwise I would kill my wallet. But these are better, in my opinion, because you can put it inside of your bag, as I said. So they are more practical. And then what else? They call it minimalistic run. So it's a new way of running because, you know, Nike and these shoes, they are actually helping and at the same time damaging your feet because we are animals. We should walk without shoes, you know. And what else can I say? That when you walk with the shoes, you feel everything. You feel the stones. You feel the grass. So you even have a more emotional contact with the world. Okay, and this is like a massage to your feet. So it's so interesting. Actually, I find it super, super interesting. I really advise you to buy these shoes. I spent €100 for it, full price. The winter model is 140. And of course, you can buy it online. They sell it in America, in Europe, and in Japan. Of course, in Japan, the name is Japanese. So I want to try it on. You know, I'm so bad in making video. I just want to show you how you put it on, because my telephone doesn't work very good. So as you can see, voila, they are very comfortable. There are so many things to say about the shoes. You have no idea. Already 8 minutes. I will not be able. As you can see, I close one side and the other side, and voila, this is the effect. I walked in Verona with the shoes, and I could feel that my feet were very tired, but tired in a good way. They make your feet look very slim. What can I say? It's so important to say, the video is already 9 minutes, but I want to tell you this. It's so important to say that these shoes are of a factory that invented the robber sole. They were the first one. So the owner of this, the founder of this factory, of this brand, is called Vitale Bramani. He born in 1900. So 1900, yeah, at the beginning of the 19th century. So he died several years ago, and he was an expert of climbing, and he really loved go climbing the mountain. He was an alpino, and he invented for the first time these shoes. So it's amazing. So this brand is very expert in soles, and they sell soles, rubber soles, to a lot of other brands, okay? And they even have some shop where you can bring your old shoes, like these are my old shoes, these are just normal flat doll shoes, and they will put a better sole, even with a cool color, more anatomic, more good for your health. This is, I think, is a cool idea, really. I think it's so important, no? Because sometimes fashion doesn't really match with technology and with health, but this is actually, I love the shoes. I think this product is just so cool. So it's amazing if you go in the website and you watch all the history of this brand called Vibram, that is the name of the owner, because he was called Vitale Bramani. So Vibram is like a connection with the first and the last name of this guy. You will see all the story of this brand, and is a really cool brand. They invented something in the world, you know, so they are the best one, and they are Italian. They are from Varese. Albizzate is the right city, but the shoes, it's made in China, unfortunately. But I have no idea how they treat their workers, because I couldn't take information about it. I hope they treat them good, but I think that these shoes is almost all produced with some machines. You know, it's like very technological shoes. It's not handmade, it's made with machines, I guess. What else can I say? Of course, it doesn't take much space. I want to say that our feet, it's one of the most important part of our body, because we put all the energy, all our weight, all day on our feet, and it's made by 56 bones and 66 articulation and 40 muscles. And everybody knows that there is nothing better than a massage at the feet. I love it. It's my favorite, and it's so important to keep our feet healthy. So I think the shoes are actually a very cool idea. I think I said almost everything I want to say, and I want to end this video by saying that I'm very happy about the shoes, even if maybe they are not very good looking, no, but I kind of like it, because they remind me to a Japanese design, and I find them very good for health, even if your feet may hurt when you use it. In a very long time, I think they can actually change your life. In Prague, where I live, everybody's walking without shoes, with naked feet, and a lot of hippie people does it, as you know, and they are used to it, and maybe they are more healthy and happier with their feet, and even with the position of their back. So I really suggest you to buy these shoes. I repeat the name. The name is Furoshiki, the wrapping sole by Vibram. So I hope you enjoyed the video of my shopping in vacation. I hope I bought something not very predictable for a girl like me. Bye bye from Italy. Have a great day from Francesca. Bye bye.